Good day or good evening, whatever time it is at the time you're watching this video. Right off the bat, as I sat down here, I started hearing a few things about you. And Spirit is talking about how far you have come and how much work you have put in since awakening after awakening after awakening has happened for you. There's also a lot of third eye activations that have been coming in for you as well. And Spirit is telling me that with all of this, a new metaphysical job has presented itself to you. And this job was literally laid in your lap. It was brought at your feet, is what I'm hearing. That terminology, brought at your feet. And it's this vibe of almost like you are an answer to prayers and requests that are sent out into the universe by other people. And these prayers are then accumulated accordingly to what is being asked. And then they are sent off and tasked to different earth angel types or people that are in tune with whatever the job is. So you don't have to go out looking for this work. This work comes to you in very synchronistic ways and with such a conviction in your heart, such a knowing that this is your next task. It's that vibe of you have done the work on yourself. I just hit this one. I'm going to flip it over. You've done the work on yourself, and now it's time for you to put yourself out there and do the works that you are being called to do. We have this hybrid lightworkers card that I accidentally, or not so accidentally, tapped as I was talking. And this is exactly your vibe here, this hybrid lightworker. Within your soul body, you're an accumulation of many different varying types and bloodlines. And this combination is being referred to by Spirit as the magic touch. It is a perfect combination of what is needed in order to do your specific kind of metaphysical work. And by being this type of soul, you're also not bound to any certain belief system or any certain way of getting this job done. The only exclusivity here within you is that you work with the light and you work for the light. And with this non-conformity, you are then able to accept all others from varying different backgrounds and beliefs and ideas and be very accepting of them. And this is how you are able to help so many other people here on this planet. And with that comes a little bit of a vibration of really being also homesick, because you know that you are not of this world. And this is something that you have really worked through in the past, is what I'm hearing. We have galactic orientation here, just as I was saying that. You have worked through that feeling of homesickness and really discovered how and why you came into being here on this beautiful planet. And what's more important is the why, you know? You really understand at this point why you are here. And that this is just a very short period of time in the grand scheme of space-time. One of the specific locations that you are galactically from, I truly feel, is Arcturus. I'm hearing that you have a very strong personality And that's where that stems from. You're also a great leader. You were born to lead. You were born to come here and lead people into this massive shift and this massive change that is occurring on this planet at this time. You may even find yourself doing work in the 3D for 3D money to get you along your way in life in such fields like science or technology, maybe even architecture or politics even. Something that requires you to be more logical. And this is what you do for your quote unquote day job. You really utilize the logistics that come naturally to you. But not only that, you also use this in your metaphysical work as well. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have telepathy. And that might be something that is really starting to come through for you. Just like how I said at the top there, or Spirit said rather, that you have been reaching these third eye activations more and more. And you've reached a point now where telepathic communication is included in the metaphysical gifts that you hold within yourself. Oftentimes, this is also how the metaphysical jobs, tasks come in for you and are proverbially laid at your feet. It's like an instant message from the universe. And I love the description that Spirit had instilled to call it that. That's quite cute and interesting. I like that. An instant message from the universe. And then we have the Lemurians and the Atlanteans. Obviously, you have been around for quite some time. This whole process has taken an absurd and obscene amount of years. Human years is what I heard. That you have definitely done this before, quote unquote. And to reach this point in time in the 3D, it has taken quite a bit of lifetimes and incarnations to get here to this point. But all along the way, all along those incarnations, you have come in and continued the work that you do, all the while maintaining a physical 3D reality and life as well. And I'm hearing the words hidden in plain sight. You're the master of being this answer to people's prayers and also being hidden in plain sight, playing a role, acting out a human in existence doing 3D things with not a whole lot of people knowing exactly what you're truly here doing. And now I'm hearing you say that telepathy here is something that should come natural to everybody. And this is something that we forget when we are born into this dense reality. And it takes a whole lot of work in order to get back there to be able to do things like telepathic communication. It's not just something that randomly turns on. You know, it takes a lot of reorganization of the brain and a lot of activating the pineal gland. And you, my friend, are a master at coming into these dense realities and being able to do the work throughout your lifetime in order to reach the abilities that you were born into this world and forgetting. Working with that clean slate of being born without remembrance. I went ahead and grabbed some of my handwritten cards. This one popped out as I was shuffling just now. It says the creative process. Things may look a mess, but trust the creative process. It all comes together in the end. Just like how I was speaking about these things, these gifts, they don't just turn on, you know, they require a process. They require activations. And the process itself is very messy. It may not make sense to a whole lot of people around you, but it makes sense to you, and that's all that really matters. And there is a sense of you not questioning the process at all. And this is how you have come into this kind of mastery here. You know damn well that these awakenings and these activations all do come together in the end. And when things like telepathy click on, finally, after all the work, it is a sort of like, almost like an adrenaline rush to you, an excitement. It brings in excitement. But you have reached a level now where the awakening on this planet is going very, very well. And there's things now that can be recentered and focused on other than utilizing the light in order to awaken the consciousness of people. Yeah, that's what fell out, changing with the seasons and going with the flow, as I was saying that. And what Spirit is talking about here with this is that now is the time where your metaphysical work shifts and these requests are being sent your way in order to do specific energy work for the collective here on this planet, whether they know it or not. A lot of it is in the astrals. A lot of it is unseen. But whatever these job tasks are that are brought to you, they're very specific to you. It's almost like you're a specialist in something. And Spirit is saying, don't believe the doubts that come in when these tasks are being requested of you. Embrace your weirdness, integrate it to become the change that is needed. When these tasks are served to you and brought and laid upon your lap, don't question them. And that's definitely the vibe that you're in. You don't question it when it shows up because you know that it's coming to you for a specific reason. Because you are a very specialist kind of energy. Even if the task may seem a little weird. Maybe you randomly have to go somewhere to heal like a ley line or something, or it's just, and it seems random to the people around you. It's like, yeah, but I don't give a shit. It's like, this task has been brought to me and I'm going to go do it, and I don't care how it looks to anybody. That's that kind of mode that Spirit is saying to stay in, for sure. And there's this certain amount of being able to change with the seasons, going with the flow of the tides, going every which way you are directed at any given moment, whether it's actually physical or in the astral sense, and holding it within your third eye. And then we have Plant and Animal Kingdom that just kind of flew out of the deck, which reminded me of a bird, to be honest, the way it kind of flew out. So maybe you find yourself in communication with the birds here on this planet, with this telepathy as well, being telepathic with the animals, especially, and the plants, and being able to communicate with them. This may be another one of your metaphysical gifts that has been brought online for you through all this work. And hearing that animals and plants can talk to you and tell you what is wrong with them as well, so that you can get them the healing that they need. Yeah, there's more than one way. Trust in the divine detours. And that's exactly what this one was talking about as well. There is always more than one way in order to do something or to create something, too, I'm hearing. When something needs to be healed in the physical, you take different astral routes in the spiritual realms to relocate energies, is what I'm hearing. And now I'm seeing you in the astrals, and you are grabbing unhealed energy from people and from animals, from living things, and you are taking it from them, and then you are transferring it back to source in order to be transmuted. And as I was saying that, things are happening in unseen realms. Just pulled right off the top there. And that's exactly what you are doing. That's exactly that vibe. I'm also hearing that a lot of the times you are so busy in these unseen realms that to the normal person around you, you may seem a little distracted or a little zoned out most of the time. But this is why, because you're off in the astrals while you're awake and functioning in the 3D, and you're taking care of business in both realms. And that's truly where your spaciness comes from. That's funny. I just heard you say, yeah, I'm spacey because I'm from outer space. That was cool. I like that. I'm spacey because I'm from outer space. That's awesome. And before I close this one completely out, I'm being compelled to go ahead and grab some of these gateway cards for you and see if there's any specific messages that want to come through for you. We have the Divine Matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God incidence. And again, here, this card has been coming out quite a bit on this channel lately. We have the Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. I literally have a video I put out a few days ago called Power Recall. And this is the point that you are reaching, my friend. With all of these metaphysics going on in your menti and in your aura, and these gifts coming through, this is the full system upgrade for you. And that sense of the time ending of you needing to work on awakening people and shifting more into that power recall or that metaphysical job life that you have been working lifetime after lifetime in order to almost kind of like retire from one thing and go into the next. And that's exactly what is happening for you at this time. There's a major shift in the line of work that you are doing in the astrals. And it is definitely brought to you through these synchronicities and through the fact that you know that everything is divinely interconnected with one another. And I'm hearing quantum light worker. You are moving into being a quantum light worker and being able to handle what that means with the interconnectedness here. Not just healing one stream of timeline, but all of the other branches of the other timelines that connect to that main vein there, is how Spirit is explaining it. You've reached a point of mastery here where there isn't really anything else to learn, and it's a shifting into doing and using what you have learned in order to further the help of humanity and the universe as a whole. So it's not only this planet and this species of living creatures, but it is quantifiable in the way that you are also helping many different galaxies and many different planets all across space-time itself. No pressure or anything, right? But I just want to say thank you for sharing your energy here and for allowing me in spirit to tap into it and to bring these messages forth. Thank you for sharing and telling the collective here on this beautiful channel all about you and what you do and what you did. And you are definitely awesome sauce. You are awesome sauce. And I just truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up here at this time as well. This exciting, awesome time here on this planet and assisting with the evolution that is occurring here. And I also want to say thank you, of course, to everyone else out there who have listened to this message and allowing the space for these messages to come through as well. Everyone here is truly, truly appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here. Until next time, I love you. Bye.